High in the mountains, where the land rises gently toward the sky and the air feels clean and light, lived an old nanny goat named Myra. She had walked these slopes for many years. She knew the sound of summer winds, the taste of autumn grass, and the long, quiet nights of winter. But snow, real snow, thick and soft, was always something she waited for with gentle curiosity. That morning, the world felt different. The mountains were unusually silent. No birds called from the rocks. No wind rushed through the valleys. Myra lifted her head and breathed in deeply. The air smelled fresh, almost sweet. Then she saw it, the first white flakes falling slowly from the sky. At first, Myra did not move. She simply watched. The snowflakes drifted down like tiny feathers, landing softly on her horns and resting on her fur. One touched her nose. She blinked, surprised by the cold, and let out a quiet breath that formed a small cloud in the air. The snow was cold, yes, but it felt gentle, not harsh. Carefully, Myra took her first step forward. The ground made a soft crunch beneath her hoof. She paused, then took another step. Each movement felt slow and peaceful, as if the world itself was asking her to take her time. The rocky mountain path she knew so well had changed into a smooth white blanket, glowing softly under the pale winter light. As the snowfall grew thicker, Myra felt something she had not felt in a long time: playfulness. She shook her head, sending tiny snowflakes flying around her. Then she made a small jump, landing clumsily but safely. Snow dusted her face, and she stood still for a moment as if surprised by her own joy. From behind a ridge, her kids appeared. The little goats ran toward her, their short legs slipping and sliding through the snow. They jumped, stumbled, and bounced back up again, clearly confused but delighted by this strange white world. Myra watched them with calm happiness. She did not rush them or call them closer. She simply stayed where she was, a steady presence in the falling snow. One of the kids nudged her side, and Myra responded by gently stepping forward. Together, they moved across the slope, leaving crooked hoofprints behind them. The marks told a quiet story: slow steps, small jumps, pauses filled with wonder. The snowfall grew heavier and the sky turned a soft shade of gray, yet the world felt warmer somehow. The cold no longer mattered. Myra climbed a small hill and stopped at the top, looking down at the valley below. Everything looked new. Familiar rocks were hidden. Old paths had disappeared. The mountains felt peaceful and untouched, as if they were resting. Myra slowly lay down in the snow. The kids gathered around her, pressing close. Snow settled gently on her back, forming a thin white layer that melted slowly into her fur. She closed her eyes and listened, not for danger, not for noise, but for silence. It wrapped around her like a blanket. In that stillness, Myra remembered many winters. Some were hard, some were lonely. Some had tested her strength, but this moment was different. There was no fear, no struggle, only quiet joy. When the snow finally slowed, the clouds began to part. A soft glow spread across the mountains as light reflected off the white ground. Myra opened her eyes and stood once more. She shook herself gently, snow falling away like tiny stars. She looked at her kids, safe and calm beside her, and felt something warm rise in her chest, a simple, deep peace. The nanny goat did not know words, but if she did, she would have understood this truth. Joy does not always arrive loudly. Sometimes it falls softly, one snowflake at a time. And in the quiet mountains, beneath the gentle snowfall, Myra walked forward slowly, enjoying every step of the beautiful winter day.